Didn't realize my mic was muted. Pokemon Bank will stop working and being able to connect to Pokemon Home on February 26, 2027. Pokemon will not be able to be stored any longer in it, and it cannot connect to Pokemon Home after that day. What an absolutely stupid update that we get. What an absolutely stupid thing. They're gonna just let's read some comments. Still want to increase storage at home, but then yeah, but it's for premium members only, and it's in October when they launch connectivity to the re-release of Fire Red Leaf Green. Have they indicated what will be available to migrate from 5th to 6th gen, or the blue, red, yellow, gold, silver, crystal emulations? Wait, will I be able, well, at least be able to transfer from Gen 3 to 5 to Gen 6 or 7, or is that gone too? There's someone who's done. Of course, the never going to happen of a decade ago is happening. Just click accept, just pay your fees. Now porting Gen 3 to the Switch makes sense unless they intend BDSP and potential similar remakes to fill the gaps. I assume other ports will follow. Does this have anything to do with Ruby Sapphire Emerald coming to Switch this year? Why? They went through the effort to make it work after 3DS lost internet connection. Biggest IP on the planet refusing to maintain servers for a simple service. This this is making me laugh. I think there's going to be a lot of people who quit the franchise after this. Yes. They will. So many people, I think, will quit. Because at this point, they're shutting down pretty much the connectivity of moving up that there's been for years, where you can move your Pokemon up to the next gen. Because in Gen 3 to 4, you had Pal Park. 4 to 5, I don't remember what you had because I never played Gen 5. But there was a system for that. Gen 5 to 6, and plus the Virtual Console stuff, was able to be moved up through the transporter. 6 to 7 were connected by Bank, and then you could finally move all 3DS to Switch with Pokemon Bank to home. Ignore that. But no. They've ruined the ultimate connectivity they have established over 2 decades. They have kept this connectivity for 2 decades. From Gen 3 to 4. And they're killing it. Probably, this is just me assuming, to re-release Pokemon games on the Switch stores, on the Switch 1, Switch 2 eShop, where you'll have to buy said game again. I was talking with some people about this, and the main complaint is that it makes them have to work, let me rephrase this. If you have a specific Pokemon that you're like, this person I saw is trying to get max ribbons on all their Pokemon from all the generations, from all the crap. This just puts a time limit on that. For me personally, this puts a time limit on sending Pokemon up from my older games, which I haven't had time to because I haven't had the ability to use my 3DS in years due to it being broken, and I finally able to fix it this year. Let's keep looking at comments. So does this mean we're getting all the old games on the Switch eventually? Let's see. Actually, read this thread. Probably eventually once RRC comes out. We'll only technically need Johto, Unova, and Alola. They will just sprinkle all those Pokemon into the new games. No need. No. Honestly, they probably won't. They could, because they know they'll print money that way, and honestly, there's a part of me that thinks they will just do that. But then also, there's a part of me that thinks they won't, and just throw Pokemon in. killing it, yet they haven't added home capabilities to FRLG, which that'll be in, what, they said October? I'm curious if the homebrew community will actually find a way to connect something like PKSM to a Switch 1 homebrew application to essentially function as a bank transfer system. Knew it would happen eventually, but damn it, I still... Yeah, this ruins so many hunts, because people still go back to the 3DS games to hunt, and then transfer said Pokemon over to the Switch. But, like... I don't have a goddamn calendar on here. There it is. No, because, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In exactly pretty much half a year, we will be losing connectivity. Let's keep... That's actually... Didn't they market this with the idea it would last forever? It's okay. The memories are more important than the data. They can have my 4 boxes of On Pokemon Day? That's weird. Perhaps this will announce something. They will announce something related to it. A replacement? A game collection for the Switch? Like, I keep seeing all these things about Transporter, because Transporter runs off the same server. It will. Okay, so it will. It will literally just destroy Transporter. I don't get why. There it is. The entire reason I wanted to make this video. I couldn't find this comment after reloading the post. Wait, so you're telling me we've had an unbroken chain of being able to transfer our Pokemon from Gen 3, and it's going offline because the biggest franchise in the world won't pay the server cost? Exactly it. Exactly it. The entire thing. Boom. That's all you need to know. They won't... You can't move them up because Nintendo won't pay it. Because Pokemon won't pay it. Mind you, yeah, it's probably been less and less over the years using it, but it's still a great thing to have. And I don't think that they're going to have trouble paying it. I don't think they have. Since, what, they made it free in 2022? Like, let's just see. So all your Pokemon in Bank are just going to be gone. If I did, yeah. There's my big point. What this guy has said. If I did, I'd be fucked anyway, as I'm a Pokemon Home free user. Being a Pokemon Home free user myself, I can't transfer my crap up if I wanted to. I wouldn't be able to transfer any of my Pokemon up. I have currently on my 3DS my save file for Ultra Sun and my save file that I just started for Alpha Sapphire. Because I'm missing my 3DS cartridges. I have no idea where they went. Except my Pokemon Moon, which is currently literally in the process of being repaired. But no. They also need to be making Pokemon Bank to Home part of the free membership if they want people to still be utilizing it. To be there and actually... What's the proper term? To be there and actually use the feature. Because no, it's locked to Pokemon in Pokemon Home paid membership, which, at least personally for me, I have never used, I've never gotten the premium membership for Pokemon Home, and recently in this year has been the most year I've actually needed to probably get it due to VGC Champion stuff, moving a whole bunch of Pokemon in, and the fact that, hey, there's a whole bunch of crap, but now I'd have to be paying my NSO membership, my Pokemon Home membership, and I still want the membership in Champions itself. No, they're going all in on these weird memberships. Does this mean I can no longer take Pokemon out? It means that in 6 months you won't be able to take them out, put them in, or transfer them forward. $20.27 is the death of replayability for the Pokemon games on 3DS. It doesn't cost that much. As someone who has gotten into ribbon mastering, this is really sad. Better get your Gen 5 games now, because they'll need to get their stuff up from the DS to the 3DS quickly. This makes no sense unless they plan to release all the old games on the Switch, unlocked with extra content. Makes sense. Nintendo doesn't want to spend more money on keeping up the 3DS servers. That's the only reason. Don't expect the 3DS games on the Switch. They really don't need to, with the exception of Victini. You'll be able to get every Pokemon across this. That's not the point. It's the fact that you can get them in these other games, and that's where they originate from. I doubt they'd do that. I doubt they'd do that, too. Personally. Let's see. Extra content remakes. Let's see. What are all the remakes that we've had on the Switch? We've had Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, which is just your basic Kanto adventure with the only difference is now you have a partner Pikachu and a partner Eevee with boosted base stats and exclusive moves and no HMs in that game. And then BDSP, which were horrible, considered the worst remakes. So already, if they go and just try to throw in remakes, people will be mad because their remake game on the Switch already has been terrible. And then on top of that, if they just re-release the game, there will be people who complain about them re-releasing a game that's only about 10 years old. Technically, originally, wasn't Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon marketed as being on the Switch? Well, not marketed, it was leaked on a website. And then they just decided not to release it on Switch and just 3DS. I probably need to make a whole video talking about that. That era was so weird. But no. Damn, stop transferring Pokemon all the way from Ruby and Sapphire until now. Only to cut it off completely. There's nothing stopping Pokemon Bank to becoming an offline thing that allows to transfer Pokemon from one 3DS game to another, isn't it? I'm curious. If it doesn't make money, they don't care. It should have been offline from the start anyways. Any incentive to do so. Looks like when EOS happens, my 3DS for storage via PKSM. That's a whole bunch of comments I keep seeing now, is that people are going to PKSM, the Pokemon Save Manager, and just dumping their Pokemon there. Or I don't know, it's not like a box thing. They're just going to transfer them up that way. RSE getting released soon, but doing this shuts off 4 generations, 4 through 7. 4, 5, 6, okay, I had to count on my fingers, so I'm mad with math. Even that basic. Okay, I've got 6 months to beat Ultra Moon, complete the entire Pokedex, get the Shiny Charm, then Shiny Hunt the Legendaries I want to get them in the latest games. This is likely for Pokemon Project Seed or Pokemon Classic Collection to make their way to the Switch 1 too if the rumors are correct. At least the 3DS, DS, GBA, and GC mainline prices will crumble, but I still need to river mass them. And people still claim TPC is better than Pocket Pair. So many things that they've just screwed up. Oh my god. I have no words. We knew it was going to shut down eventually. We as a collective knew it would shut down eventually. But to shut down in currently what is considered the worst era of Nintendo in general, where we've had so much controversy with the Switch 2 and how they've done stuff with the Switch 2 recently, and now their Pokemon is killing off the one connecting grace Gen 3 through 7 had to the mainline stuff. That is just, oh my. No, I literally saw some of these comments, and that's the entire reason, like, I want to make this video. There's so many issues going on, I want to make this video. But I think that's about it. I'm done. I'm done recording.